Hey, 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 how are you? Oh, no, might want to cut that volume down a little bit. All right, I'm gonna wait for a couple more people to come in. Hey, how are you, Beverly? Hey, everybody coming in. If you're comfortable saying hello, say hello so that I know you are here. And let me know if you have your journal and or planner, what you want to use. We're focusing on Monday motivation, so it's typically a time I'll pull out a journal. So we will go from there. I'll give people probably like 3 more minutes to come in and then we'll get started. So if you have your journal or your planner and there's something that you want to work out of, go ahead and grab that. I'm actually going to work out of the planner and journal. Remember in one of my videos, y'all, I got so many that I talk in that I said like the only time you'll see me kind of plan in a planner is if I'm talking to y'all or there's something that I have to do. So I do want to fill in some things for today. It's definitely Monday motivation. The focal point of this video is to make sure that if you did your goals page, you're actually working on some of that. We're going to motivate. We typically do an affirmation of the week and create a Monday motivation page or a weekly motivational page inside of your journal so you have a jump start to what will keep you motivated, okay? So I have my water here because that's something that I'm supposed to be drinking on. Um, I don't think I'm gonna get this whole 64 down. I'm close to 40 ounces. And I mean, possibly I can, but if I do that, that just means I'm gonna be up all night. Okay, so this is the story of my life, y'all. I bought this book a while ago in Target, but I really liked what it said on the outside. And remember, I just got some water on it. And remember, I mentioned that I wanted to do prompted journals because I can do them for y'all, but I just can't really do them for myself. But I have several different prompted journals. I'm not trying to complete one particular at any time, but I do want to do this. So I'll work on that tonight after we get off live. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. As people come in, they can catch on wherever they are. All right, so I have my journal and I have my planner. And so we know we have been talking about goal setting and we are in week number 2. We're in a week where a lot of people are like, dang, I don't even have anything going good right now. And they have given up on week 2 in 2020. Like, baby girl, it's just only day 6. You have time. Okay, so if you're finding yourself a little frustrated because you're like, I don't have my vision board done, my goals done, my planner done, okay, that's fine, but start somewhere. I don't care if you take a scratch sheet of paper and write some things that you want to accomplish. Write those things down. Don't feel like you have to have a particular book to be successful, okay? So we're going to open up. And so I pretty much already preset some things. And I kind of want to show you all how I allow my journal and my planner to be cohesive, okay? So remember, we created a goals page. I did a goal brain dump in here. I also created 20 by 20, and I created a self-care page. If you have created a goals page, by now, you should have your task. Now, I'm not going to necessarily go in complete detail on how I break down my tasks. Just know that whatever area I want to do something in, my goals have already been set for the week. I have trackers for things that I want to track. And then I have my space where I'm just going to write my plans and the things that I need to do, okay? So today was pretty busy. So right now what you see me doing is I'm back planning. All back planning means is whatever you have already completed, you're just going in and you're writing down. Okay, so I already did this. And I like to, my expenses, I like to track in red. And I will, in a second, go and show you where I actually put it. But I like to see my expenses everywhere because remember, one of my goals is to work on my finances and budget and kind of track everything that I have going on. So if that's something that I'm going to do, I need to see it in front of me. I'm tracking if I worked out, if I read an hour, and if I drunk 64 ounces. I did work out. When I get off of here, I'm going to devote an hour to reading. So again, these are goals that I have set, things that you have seen me place into my journal, okay? It's just transferred to the planner as a task, and the tasks are put in action. Okay. So we today, Got gas in my car. And I'm going to just put the word fill up. And remember, I know that I'm going to track my amount. So if one of your goals is to get in tune with your finances, if you don't have anything written in your planner yet about what you have spent, you're a little bit behind, okay? So make sure you're tracking your expenses. You don't have to necessarily do it on this page. You may have another page that you want to do it on. But right now, I'm just going in and I'm putting what I spent on gas. And it does go on my monthly view as well. So that's that. So if you wanted to and you had a gas sticker, you put a gas sticker so you don't have to write the words. But neither here nor there. I did go grocery shopping for that receipt. I don't have it near me. So I will go in and put that amount once I find it. Slides were a pair of shoes, so that's an amount. So if you don't know what your plans are always going to be each day, that's fine. If you know that you're going to go back in and fill it in, then you do that, okay? If you are one of those where you need to see everything written out, you just go ahead and write everything out for the day. So I have that in there. We already checked off workout. What did I do? I fill up grocery slides. Stop and mind me. Now with my workout, I do kind of want to track what I did in this space right here. So this could definitely be a journal moment. You can have journal moments inside of your planner as well. In this area right here, this week's focus, you could write your, hey, how are you doing, Peaches? Everybody that came in, if I didn't see you, say hello. In this area in your planner, you want to have a small journal moment or a reflective moment. You can always put a inspirational quote. So if you are new to my channel, one of the things that I do if I go live and do Monday Motivation, I just ask for you to drop a motivational quote inside of the comment section. So if you have one, go ahead and drop it in the section, and then I'll go back and kind of read. And I decided I want to put a motivational quote right here. So that's going to go in that section. And then remember I said anything in regards to fitness, I want right here. So I'm going to take a little highlighter and hey, everybody. And then I'm just going to do a little thing like this. And then my fitness brand is called I Work You Lurk. So I'm going to write that right here. And if you're interested, you can follow that on Instagram. You'll actually see pictures of me. I write a caption about what's going on in my life and all of those great things, okay? So I Work You Lurk. And then remember, I've already checked out that I worked out. But if fitness is one of the things that you are going to do, you want to see it in front of you. You want to see it in your you feel, right? So that can be your recap from your fitness. If your focal point is finances, you can have a section in your planner where every day you write a small thing like, yay, I didn't spend too much money, or okay, I need to reel it back in. I spent a little more than I expected to. Something that's going to keep you in track and something that's going to hold you accountable. Hey, everybody popping in. All right, so again, I Work You Lurk. Today I worked on, what did I work on? So right here, I'm going to put the focal point. So it was really a total body workout. So I'm going to go ahead and put total body workout, but I did focus on like biceps and glutes. That was the main thing that I remember more than anything. So that's not, it wasn't even a total body, it was. So we're going to do biceps and glutes. All right, so I have that in there. So again, everything that you see me using my planner for is anything that I need to keep up with just on general purpose and anything that deals with my goals. So if you're just coming in, you should have your planner and your journal. Yeah, it's kind of like a little mini session, y'all, just to get y'all on track. We're on day number 6 of 2020. And if you have not written a vision, a goal, a task, you still have time. You have 52 weeks to be exact, because 2020 actually has 53 weeks, which means you gain an extra week. So you ain't even behind, okay? If this was another year, you would be just right on time. So go ahead and get started. So if your plans haven't been placed, you can do what I'm doing right now, which is consider back planning. I had some stuff in here, but I went back and filled in what needed to be done. I have the things that I did today, prices that I spent. One of my goals is my finances need to be in order. Fitness is huge. And then family time, all of those things. So I have some things planned, right? So I have movie night is going to be on Wednesday. Friend flying in town. We're going out for lunch. My son has practice. So even if I didn't write a word on here, I already have those things done. And this middle section, I'm pretty much doing to-dos or anything that deals with my goal for today. So you might say, okay, well, how do I know where to put my goals? Well, we've already placed goals, right? So focal points, finance, fitness, family, self-care. If you are a content creator, it may be social media. I personally have a certain place that I put social media stuff, so you won't see it in this planner per se, unless I tried it last week and I realized that wasn't a fit for me. So I was like, yeah, no, thank you so much. So now here's the self-care, right? So we can always look at the list that we put inside of our journals to see what can I do this week. Well, I can already start checking some things off, right? This is one. And then I already did the buy a pair of shoes. So you see how it doesn't take a whole year to complete some things. Some of your goals can be small enough to be completed within 1 month. So don't ever feel like, oh my gosh, it's going to take forever for me to complete something. So if you feel like you need to see a check mark, do something small, but also make sure you have some challenging goals as well. So do a smaller, a medium, and a longer goal that may take a whole year. So you may have a goal for 1 month, a goal to reach at 3 months, 6, 9, 12. That's something that you can do, okay? So we have that. Now, with this right here, read 3 to 5 books. I'll be reading a book tonight. I can typically, depending on the size of a book, if I'm consistent, I can read a book every 3 to 5 days, depending on how thick and how deep and how, like, am I journaling about the book or is it leisure read? So that's that, okay? So we have that. I am also going to go in and look at my goals. What's on here that I can focus on? Oh, yeah, I had a good old nap. Let me write that in. I feel like I did something else. Hold on. I went to the gas station, grocery store, got some slides, stopped by my mom's, worked out, nail appointment. Oh, back to school. Yes. Y'all know I always got a story about my kid. So today is the first day back to school. Praise the Lord. Yay. Woohoo. I mean, you would think I would have woke up super early, all pumped up, but I still slept until I couldn't sleep no more because I have to drop him off. So he gets ready. He's prepared. Cool. I'm like, oh, I didn't have to wake him up. He is moving. Yes. Oh, did I spell school right? That looked real wrong. So he was ready. So I come out, get ready so we can leave, prepare myself. And then I walk out the door and I'm looking at him and I'm like, that blazer looked real small. And so, is that the blazer that we just had? I must have grew out. Okay, first of all, what you're not going to do is tell no story to me because we're not going to do the line thing. Okay, so apparently this is the blazer before the blazer that he has this year. So he's looking real small in that, y'all. He's taller than me now, which means he grew over the break. So I'm like, now I know he couldn't have outgrown that blazer that fast because we got it bigger. So he's like, oh, I don't know. I said, well, do you think you gave it away when we did donations, y'all? Because I had a trunk full and a back seat full of stuff. So I'm like, oh, Lord, did he get his blazer away? And these blazers aren't cheap. Okay, they're not cheap. So he was like, oh, no, I might have. And I'm like, you know what? Go check your other book bag. So y'all know that blazer was balled up in the book bag, wrinkled to death. And we had to go out the door. So my child went to school wrinkled on the first day of school. That is so trifling. I'm like, you got me out here looking like a bad mama in the streets. But you know what? I'm not taking ownership of that because he should have had that blazer. So he sure did go to school wrinkled and all. I felt like he was going to care. Oh, and then he tried to go out with some colorful socks on, and they're supposed to wear black, okay? Black socks. Like, we ain't talking about, and they was some nice pattern socks, but they was orange. Where you going? We are not starting second semester like this. So I don't know if y'all have any, if y'all got boys, they're just really, really creative. They are just on a whole nother level. But yeah, so that was the start to my morning before we even got anything done. So I think I can fill that in because he went to school, nails, filled the car up, grocery shop, picked up the slides. Where am I getting paper from? Stopped by my mom's. Yeah, that's it. And I got a good old nap, a delicious nap in. So we're going to put nap time. If you are new to my channel, one thing I pride myself on is taking a good old nap. All right, so that's nap time. And so now, to keep yourself motivated through the week, if you are into the affirmation thing, now remember, everybody's not going to do affirmations. So if you don't know why you're doing the affirmations, go check the affirmation video out. Don't write it. Don't do it just to go along. If it's not going to motivate you through the week, I do not suggest that you write a motivational affirmation or a quote, because you just filling in space. You could use that for something else. You could create that as a grocery list, whatever you need. Just use it where your planner is useful, not to go along to get along. But again, I know I want to write an affirmation, so I'm going to write, I affirm Now, you could do a couple of things. If you already have your affirmations, again, if you watch the affirmation video, you understand what I'm talking about. If you have your affirmations written out for the year, you can pull one of those affirmations that you already selected, or you can select another one if you want it to be specifically for this week. It's totally up to you. What do you plan on working on? What is your focal point for this week? And then you can go in and say, I affirm that this week I'll be on time to work every day. Or I affirm that I am capable of starting the new venture that I have put off for a year. Whatever that affirmation is, you're going to write on there, okay? So all right. I don't know what my affirmation for this particular section is just yet. So again, I ain't gonna do no fake stuff online, all right? So y'all not gonna see all of that. I just wanted to write it in the box so I know that that's what's going right here. Do you need a highlighter to be successful? No. Do you need stickers to be successful? No, they just make me happy. The end. All right, so we have that. So now you can do a couple of things. You can either go in here and write what your plans are for tomorrow. If there are some things that you know you definitely have to do and you need to see it before you, I'd highly suggest go ahead and write that in. And then I would suggest creating a page for the week in your journal, kind of to separate your weeks out. And one page that I did not do, y'all, in my journal is I did not do my Hello January page, and I have written one journal entry, but I can go ahead and create a Hello January page. So I feel like we're going to do that in a second. So I'm not necessarily going to place everything on here on screen right now. I kind of want to move to the journal so y'all can kind of see how I start my weeks in my journal. So let's do that. And if I desire to come back to do that, I will. But you know, I want y'all to write in these journals a little more than these planners. Y'all got the planner thing down. Hands down. Okay, y'all got it down. So let's go ahead and create a Hello January. And so I'm going to pull out some washi. I'm on the quest to use all the things, shop your stash. What that means is all 8,000 things that you have sitting around the house, you're going to find some way to use it. All right. So we are going to do a Hello January. Hopefully. If I can get this washi up. All right, so I am going to, this just has numbers, so I thought that was pretty cute since it has numbers. And just gonna put this down. So how was everybody's Monday? Did you find yourself complaining about Monday? And if you did, what did you do to change your mindset? And if you didn't, what will you do to change it before you go to work tomorrow? Nobody wants to work around crabby coworkers, okay? So what are you going to do to change your mindset and your attitude? And if you had a great day, make sure you write about it in your journal. Don't just write all the negative things. Your journal deserves some happy stuff on the pages. Again, I know I have quite a few new people. Thank you all for joining the channel, subscribing, and all those great things. So you'll get used to some of the conversations that I have. And one of the big things that I talk about is not making Monday a mundane day, because Monday's not. Y'all have created this narrative that Monday is a woe me. And at this point in your life, if you have been complaining about Monday for the past decade, and you still don't like Monday, it's not Monday, it's you. So you have a couple of options. You can sit in your complaint, or you can change your narrative. Do you want to change your career? Is there a class that you can take? Can you talk to your boss, your supervisor, someone about your elevation in the company? What do you need to do differently? That could actually be a page in your journal. Professional development. What do you, I didn't use the whole roll. Sorry, I got really excited, y'all. When I run out of washi, I feel accomplished. Look at that. Look, gone. All right, but I'm going to get this little bit that still stick. But what do you offer the company that you work for? And you don't necessarily have to ask anybody right now. You can ask yourself these questions. Are you a lazy employee? Are you a messy employee? Do you do too much? Because sometimes you can feel like, oh, I'm not messy, I'm the positive one. But you could also do too much, where they're taking advantage of you as an employee. So if this is an area that you want to improve in on your life, then that should be somewhere in your journal. That should be something that you're journaling about, so that you can actually make some progress. You can't make progress if you don't see it before you. All right, so we are January. Let's pull one of these colors off of here, and then we're going to write January. All right, so hello January. I usually leave a little space in case there's different things that I want to write in, or if I want to add a little more embellishments, which typically is going to be the thing. And so what this does is this serves as a divider. So everything behind this will be January. So for example, if I am having a not so good day and I want to write a journal entry, I don't like dating my not so good days that I write in my journal. So that way I'm not making an anniversary of a super bad day. We tend to pretty much remember those days anyway, so there's no reason to date it. I just will know, oh, that happened sometime in January 2020. I don't have to have the exact date. However, when it's something good, I need to remember that. I need to be more descriptive. I'm going to have the date on it. So that's kind of how I use my dividers in my journal. If you have some of those tabs and you like to see your journals get chunky, fat, and different things, you can add the tabs so it lines up through the months. Remember, this one will last me about 3 months. I really feel like I'm going to fill this one up before March. However, my goal is to have a journal each quarter, just so I can see my progress. Oh, I don't like how I just did that but oh well. All right, so again, these are divided. So right now we're just decorating it, y'all. Nothing else, nothing less. I kind of like abstract on my pages, so I'm going to see, is there another washi that I can add that doesn't look like it belongs, or it's just a little off. So y'all know I like florals, so let's go ahead and find a couple of florals. Now what you could do is, for the beginning of the month, add a picture. In the Goals Journal by Goldmine and Coco, there's a small little block where you can put a photo of yourself. It would be good to track yourself with the photo. Even if you smile on a photo, if you are not feeling well or you're just not emotionally there, it will tell in the eyes. If you're genuinely happy, it will tell in your eyes, even through a smile. So I would encourage putting a picture at the beginning of each month. And if you got some photo paper, just print it from the house. Even if you don't have photo paper, you can print it out on regular paper and then just put it in your... Ooh, that line ain't straight. Hold on. I'm gonna fix this up just a little bit, just a little bit. It ain't gonna be too straight, but so if you're into or interested in that whole photo idea, just take a picture on your camera tomorrow, and then post it in there. Or if you already have a photo that you have taken in 2020, then go ahead and print it out. So I'll print mine out. I'll print mine out today. Hey, Lauren. If I wasn't on filming on my phone, I would actually print my photo out right now while we were on here and put it in here. And then another thing I like to do each month, if your word, I was about to say my word of the year. If your word of the year is going to be consistent, write it where you can see it at all times, so that you make sure that you're doing the word that you are focusing on. So for example, my word of the year is action. So everything I need to do requires action. Last year, one of the things that I noticed, I had a little action, but I had more talking than action in reference to some of the goals that I set. So I don't want to do that same thing this year. So action is my word, and I can honestly say that within the first 6 days, I've done quite a bit. And the goal is to keep that momentum going and not just go super heavy on the first 3 months of the year, but make sure that I keep that same energy all throughout the year, and that I have accountability partners where we're all just making strides. Okay, I want to add another color because this ain't popping off the page enough. Ideally, I would do black, so I'm probably going to pull a black. Oh, Lauren, you put your photo first. Awesome, awesome. All right. Or we might pop in a little metallic, because who's about to sit and go through this all night looking for black? Not I. All right. The end. Let's just do this metallic. And like I said, all this is it serves as a divider. All right, so that's right there. And then I need my word of the year. So let's see where we want that. Because my photo will go here. So we have January. just do this. Yes, I am, honey. I'm here for Monday Motivation. You just missed what I said a little bit earlier, where I said I got to stop. My word of the year is take action, okay? Take action. And, you know, last year, you know, I did a couple of things. I took action in some places, but I didn't take enough action, okay? I was more talk and less action. And I got to get these numbers up over here because I got some goals that I have set. Yeah, girl. So I'm here. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. All right, y'all. So this is our not Monday. This is our January divider. So hopefully you have created a January divider. As I was sitting here, I still want some pops of black, but we can come back to that. So you don't have to have everything finished, okay? You just want to get it going. So that's hello, January, take action, 2020. And where the black is probably going to go is I'm going to make that a little bold so it sticks off of the pages. But we need to go on and move on, okay? So let's do our weekly. Oh, no, no, no. Team too much. Where is the X-Acto? Can't turn the pages if the washi is too long. Alright. So we are going to turn this page over. And this is going to be the weekly page. So with the weekly page, I like it to be creative as well. So this is where I'll pull in typically like some, oh, let me try this. I wanted to try this. Yeah, I done had this paper. It was 17 cents. I have had this paper, I don't even know how long. Where the front? Is this front? Oh, that's the front. I've always wanted to do this whole tip in thing. Now, ma'am, stickers are a no-go. No stickers. Y'all didn't want them. I ain't wasting the time. I ain't even want to do them. In reference to the site, around second quarter, you will see some journal prompt cards, tangible journal prompt cards. Lord, I don't even want to say this, but if people gonna try to take what you're gonna try to do, they can take it, but they can't duplicate your skills. So it'll be some journal cards. That'll be the first thing released back on the site once I open the site back up. But no stickers. For all your sticker needs, check out Goldmine and Coco. I have a link on my Instagram page. Ooh, I didn't put a... I'm so trifling the way I'm doing this. Just so trifling. So yeah, that... Oh, hold on. And ooh, wait a minute. You are welcome. All right, y'all. So I did some little fake. Ooh, I'm going to pull this in there too, y'all. That was just sitting over in the corner. Okay. Let's use our paper cutter. Hey, Angela. Confession. I'm not the best paper cutter with these little slicing things. So... y'all gonna get what y'all gonna get and y'all gonna like it. Keep your scraps, by the way. Don't throw your scraps out because you can use them at a later date in your journals. Especially if you're gonna get into layering. So I feel like it should work. Maybe not. See what I'm talking about? I write lines and still don't follow directions. So combative. I'm just going to take it shorter. Even if it's shorter than the page, it will be all right. All right. Nope. Let's take about, let's see, let's go right here. Thank goodness this is some old paper, because if it was new, I would be having a fit. But because it's old, I don't care. All right. Okay. That kind of works. Boom. And then I think I want the arrows going that way. So let's do the arrows going this way. Is it about right there? This is so unorthodox, y'all. This is called mathematics. It's not my forte outside of counting money. All right. That's about all the little thing you're gonna get off of that, y'all. Okay. So in my mind, I see this kind of thing where like I'm gonna tip it in with the washi and kind of open it and fold it, but I feel like I'm gonna write something underneath this. And then this right here, we're gonna put this right here. Side note, y'all, I never know how my pages are gonna come out. I just go with the wind. That's what makes it's kind of therapeutic. So this is where this comes in. All right, so you don't overthink it. Oh, well, can't do nothing with that because ain't nothing there. Hold on, pause what it goes. Tell me I got another tape run over here, please. Jaleesa, please, Jaleesa. So that's looking like a strong no. And so, you know what? No worries. No worries. Because that's where washi comes in. I'm about to be real country on y'all. Hold your mule. Let's see. So whatever I'm going to washi this in with, this is going to get washied in with. All right. So I'm going to need a little bit of a thicker border. Not feeling that color. And what I'm pulling from, if you couldn't see it on screen, is this little washi bowl. All right, so I think I'm gonna pull a blue in. I think I'm gonna pull this blue in because nothing else is speaking to me per se. All right, so let's washi. Let's go ahead and write the week of. So we are, and we said we're going to do blue, right? So we're going to pull blue in. All right, so we are in the week of what, January 6th? I typically will go Monday to Sunday, y'all. So we'll be January 6th through January 12th. All right, so remember, this is going to create our motivational page. So whatever you need to motivate you. Now, in this case, you don't necessarily have to put an affirmation over here. Maybe you want to put a motivational quote or, you know, one of those memes that journal so you can see it, okay? So what I'm going to put a line right here. What y'all will notice in my journaling style, I love mild liners because they just kind of make things pop off of the page, and you really don't have to do a whole lot of work to make your handwriting appear super, super neat and all that great stuff, okay? So week of, I'm going to go through with the little cursive of week of. And then right here, I want a quote of the week. And then right here, I want a note to myself. So I kind of like, so remember in the beginning of the journal, we talked about writing a letter to yourself for what you would like to see in this journal. I think you can also, to keep you grounded and motivated, write a note to yourself every week. Like, dear Adrian, I'm going to say my name. And then whatever it is that you want to see this week, whatever it is that you want to let go out of the week. Like, if you don't want to bring something into this week, make sure you say it. Like, you have to put things in motion. Don't bring the negativity in. Like, I'll be honest, I see a lot of people still bringing stuff from 2019 in, talking about, well, first of all, many of y'all said a new you, a new me, a new this, but you're still bringing in old baggage from 2019. So if that is you and you know that's you, change the narrative. He don't care that you posting. She don't care that you posting the memes and the subliminals. So make sure if you're working on you, put that in there. So whatever it is you need to say to yourself, talk to yourself, write it in your journal. Okay. So right here will be the motivational quote of the week. And then right here will be my letter to myself. You can kind of do something creative if you wanted to do a little bubble. And then you kind of write the note to yourself. I like outlining, so we're going to do a couple of outlines. We're going to do a little light blue. And again, these are my outliners. My outliners are dual sides. You have a fine tip and you have a wide tip. Now, you don't have to write the word motivation. I just wanted to write it, so I did. All right, so that's right there. That's what would get it started. Again, for me, I just like seeing stuff kind of raise off the page a little bit. You do another thing. Again, my outliners are my thing. I might go in, just kind of do a little drop shadow. My drop shadows are not correct, y'all. I have not figured out the formula, but it works for me for now. So that's that. To my sticker lovers, you can pull in a sticker. You can pull out your sticker books. You can add your stickers. That's like shopping your stash, y'all. Stickers can go in journals, believe it or not. So we have this, and I also want to if you have, pause for the close. Oh, I forgot I had, oh, y'all, wait. I'm seeing stuff as things are trying to fall off the desk. All right. I'm gonna tell you what need to go on that list is clean up this doggone desk. Because don't be fooled by what you see on the left-hand side, y'all. I forgot I had some jean paper and some papers left from the journal event. So I kind of want to pull the... Ooh, she's pretty. Let's see. I think. So let's look at these. So again, one of the biggest things with your motivational page, the page that you're going to see the most, do something that's going to inspire you. You ain't got to pull out all these papers, but anything that's going to keep you coming back to your journal to write. I'm really liking that, but I also kind of like that little contrast. But I'm feeling like, which one y'all think? A or B? Let me see in the comment section. So A or B. And then remember I said right here, this will be wash it in. And then it kind of just gives you that little feel of flipping up. It's cute. Okay, we got A, B. All right. So it's looking like A is winning, y'all. Uh-oh, wait a minute. I need a tiebreaker. And I like abstract. So depending on which color we use, I think I can still use this either way. I need one more for a tiebreaker, y'all. All you got to do is put a letter. You ain't got to say nothing else. I promise. So either way it goes, this color will work with either one. All right, I can't get no tiebreaker. Y'all so shy. Lord. Y'all are so shy. Don't be shy on me. Get out of that shell. Hey, I am Zoe. Ooh, that's crooked. And I don't like that that's crooked. Hold on. And it may just have to be. All right. So y'all got a whole little tie going on. And don't nobody want to help break the tie. And I know some of y'all sitting over there in the house talking about, dang, pick A or B. Pick A or B. Girl, I can't hear you through the screen. I can't see you through the screen if you don't say nothing. All right. So you see how it just flips open? It just adds a little character. It's nothing major. And this is kind of what helps your journal start chunking up when you add layers. So the vote is on the paper. This is A, this is B, and so it's going to go on the side of this. So that's A, this is B. Okay, so A has won. Thanks, y'all. That's all I needed. I ain't need a lot. All right, so we have A, so we go ahead and just take this and use this as our guide. And I know I could do the paper cutter, y'all, but guess what? We started out in elementary school with scissors, and we can do scissors on here. All right, so we have that. That actually is cute, y'all. I'm so mad that my other tape runner is not over here. And I'm over here looking hard like it's just gonna appear. And I got I have a whole thing of refills. That's the crazy part. That is the super crazy part. So for the time being, what I'm gonna do is I am going to take some washi and roll it like some tape. And yeah, because I didn't put another one in here. So my giant glue stick, yeah, I cried. One day, I think probably that last video, I left the top off and it glued, it dried out. My feelings were so hurt. Because y'all know that was my favorite. So I need to get another one of those. Because, oh, look at that. Speak things into existence. It was over in a pen cup. Had another one. Hey. Yeah, I had another one. Hey, Coffee. I had another one in the cup. But yeah, I had to get that glue stick. Happy New Year to you as well. Because that glue stick is the bomb. Like, if y'all don't know what glue stick I'm talking about, I think I have it listed in my Amazon store. But it's the Scott's glue stick. And it's like this real big glue stick. I think it's like almost $7 or $8. But I really, really, really like it. All right, y'all. So this is like one of my little paper. Let's have a little paper in here. So I usually have a lot of scrap sheets like this. Over the years, I have collected, like, I'll go to Hobby Lobby or Michael's and they'll have like these packs and they come in different sizes. And it's like these sheets, and I would always get like a color combination. And they're really cool to use for layering. And they're usually only like $4.99. I'm not telling y'all to go buy it because y'all know we're not enabling this year. I'm just kind of telling you what I use. But they come in like these different sizes and the different colors. So I would like to, I like to layer. So I would like to layer some things on here. So if this is that size, this is this size. Alright, so we want to, like this. Alright, so that's about an inch. Do that. And then we had a little bit of scrap. So layering is one of my favorite things. Y'all will see me kind of do. So yeah, remember how I told you don't throw your scraps out? This is where that comes in. Alright, so I kind of want that to be the third layer. So then I would take this because it needs to be So what I'm doing now could be considered as junk journaling, y'all, if you ever looked it up. All right, so we know that that is that base color. So all I have to do is kind of cut half of that. And then, and it doesn't all have to be centered. So if I wanted to do like some different layers like that, I could, almost like that little block layering. So it's whatever you want it to be. And then I could go in and add that and make it a little skinnier. So let's start. So pretty much when I do stuff like this, I know that this was my base. So you saw me pick my base colors, my washi, and the other thing. Then I decided, oh, okay, I like all of these colors now, right? When you're layering, you just do whatever you want. You start with your first piece. I could have layered everything first and then layered on top, or I can go layer by layer. So I'm gonna just show y'all layer by layer, just so I can kind of do it creatively without trying to be so perfect. Yes, this is a journal. This is my journal for this quarter. So I think I want to, because there's such a large space right here, I think I want to drop this down a little bit and over. This paper is not cut perfectly, and I'm going to leave the imperfections because that's something I need to work on, because I'll sit and try to cut a straight edge and that's just not, it's just too much. All right, so remember I said I'm going to take this closer to this edge to fill in that space at the bottom. We're just going to place that down. Then I can look at these other, I can either go, I can kind of do a block grid, or I can either layer and just layer. I think I like the idea of, I want to kind of pull this little light colored part in a little bit. So I think I want to do that. Right, I am going to add a little And I may or may not add a little bit of this on here. And I'm thinking it's a strong no. Okay. So see how that changed? Like at first I'm like, oh, I'm going to add this. And yeah, no, I'm not. But what I am going to do is make this a little cohesive. I'm just going to add a little piece over here. It doesn't have to be a lot. And then I'm going to take my little X-Acto knife. I actually have a small one. Oh, I know where it is. It's in another thing. All right, and if you're just popping in, what I'm creating right now is my weekly motivational page. One thing I do know I'm going to do on here, y'all, is I'm going to write my word of the week. I'm either going to write it, or I am going to I'm probably write it because I don't see any sticker letters on here. And then I'll kind of go through my book and see if there's anything that I want to put down. If there's a sticker doll that will actually go with this. But I'm feeling like, even if I did a sticker doll, I feel like the sticker doll will go behind here. Yeah, I think the sticker doll will go behind here. If I choose one. So if you have sticker dolls, remember those can go in your journal. All right, so since I don't know what that sticker is going to be, we're not going to waste that time. We're going to go ahead and put the word of the year. If you were late joining in, one of the things that I mentioned was having your word of the year in front of you in various places. Planner, journal, everywhere. See your word. My word of the year is action. How do I want to write it? And so another thing you can do, like if you're going to do this layered effect, so we know my word of the year is action. If you wanted to, you could go in and write 3 main goals you want to accomplish for that week. Or if you have 3 stickers that represent those goals, you could put those goals right there. It's totally up to you. Or you could just leave it blank and it can be what you want it to be, okay? So this is where we have my word of the year is action. I am going to add a couple more embellishments around that just to make it pop, which is probably going to be black. It's something about black or either a gray that pops off for me. And I'm thinking we're going to do the gray. So let's do the gray. And we probably will still do a little bit of black. Oh, I knew it. I felt it. And the imperfection is going to stay. I'm not going to lose my mind, okay? So one thing about this, y'all, if you have vellum paper, vellum is like this. It's light. It's not. So acetate is more of that clear, a little bit clear and thicker. This is more of like, is opaque the word that I want to use, y'all? So I buy some of them blank and then I can print on it, so you can kind of print a word. But this is kind of cool if you have a journal entry that you want to write but you really don't want all of the words to show. Just imagine you can see but you really can't see, right? So you can kind of do a discrete journal entry, put a little piece of vellum on top, and that would be it. So that's a cool way to kind of hide some of your journal entries, because I know a couple of people are concerned with, oh, what if somebody watches or if somebody sees it? And what you could do is shorten this a little bit more. Write your journal entry, washi it in some more. The average person that does not know what washi is would not think to lift the washi up. They're just not. They'll probably flip, oh, that's cute. So like, just think if this was just it. And this was kind of like either paper clip together or washi together. Unless you know what that is, you're not going to be like, ooh, let me just separate the page out. It just looks like you did a little decor, a decor or some art. It's a page, boom, and then you're to the next page if you had it taped down, okay? So that's a suggestion for people that want to write, but they're like, oh my gosh, what if somebody finds it? So that would be my suggestion to you. I'm going to add a little bit more black to pop this out. I'm just going to trace. Ooh, is this the tip that I want? Because I was moving real fast. Okay. I'm just going to trace around the word action. Whatever your word of the year is, make sure you allow it to stand out. Know why it's your word of the year and make sure you're practicing that word of the year. Does anybody have any questions in reference to supplies to use in your journal? What kind of journal are y'all using? Feel free to ask them. No question is a crazy question. Well, let me rephrase that. If the question seems a little off, I'll just tell you I'm not going to answer it. Otherwise, I have no problem answering it if it's not too invasive. So you see the difference of how the word started popping off of the page. Before, it kind of just seemed like it was muted into the page. And again, like I said, you could do your goals of the week if you wanted to. You could do, so for action words could be workout, meditate, eat well. So those could be my actions for the week, if that's what I wanted to put down. If your word is be intentional, how are you going to be intentional? Because you can be intentional and be intentionally lazy. So be very, because I see that word quite a bit. That was my word last year. If you're going to use that word intentional, define it first. Know why you're using it and what do you want to be intentional towards, and kind of focus on those goals. Don't just say you want to be intentional, because again, you can intentionally spend too much money. Yes, this is the journal that I have everything else in. Let me see what I can show y'all. Okay, so this is my word of the year, action. So I layer a lot, y'all. I love paper. Let me pull this off screen. I have to do that sometimes. Okay, this is the 2020 that y'all have seen if you follow me on Instagram. Make sure you follow me on Instagram if you are into seeing the pictures and what it looks like, just like a still photo. That page is Journal Jot and Jive on Instagram, so feel free to follow me over there. Then we have, what else have y'all seen? I didn't post this picture on social media, but we did this on the last live. So this is the self-care. If you were on here when we first got on here, I've already checked off 2 things. And what I was mentioning earlier is all your goals do not have to be so complex that it takes a long time to check it off. It can be a short-term goal. When you see things checked off, you're typically more motivated to keep going. So make sure you have a short-term, a medium-term, and a long-term goal. You also, and the remember, we just created the Hello January page. So this is Hello, the January page. We now have our weekly, if I can turn. So we already have our weekly motivational page. So word of the year is action. I'll decide how I'm going to fill this in some more. And then over here, we have the week that we're in, the motivation. What I'm going to put a motivational quote right here, and then note to self. Remember I said, oh, do I want a sticker? If I just really wanted this to be cohesive, I could cut this down, because sometimes I like using my scraps where it flows. That's that. Let's just cut a little bit more. And I'm actually going to place a doll on top of this. I can tell y'all that just off rip. And with my notes itself, I can actually write over those bubbles, so that won't bother me. Sometimes I'm too heavy-handed, y'all, that it won't even roll. Okay. I like the leaf upside down. All right, and so like I said, I'm going to put a doll in here. Perspective is my favorite doll, but I be trying to, I'm hoarding her for a second. So I think I'm going to use an Oso paper cold doll on here. Perspective has to wait. I think that's my last one. Where are the dolls go? Okay, and then I'm probably going to use one of these. I'm thinking I'm probably going to pull the one with the black, so it kind of stands out a little bit. So let's do her. And like I said, so my goal is to stop hoarding all my stuff, y'all, even though I just straight told y'all I wasn't using perspective at all. So we are going to put her right here. All right, we're gonna put her right here, and then what I'm gonna do is, for my sanity, I'm just gonna pull in some more black just to make the page pop a little bit. And then I think I'll be done with y'all, because I done kept y'all on here a long time. I don't want to waste y'all whole night. So was anybody journaling with me or writing in their planner with me? Awesome. Awesome. Oh yeah, y'all. Girl, Lauren, that's a good thing. I got a meal prep tomorrow, Lauren. Yeah, that's what I need to write in my planner. So when I didn't finish filling in the planner, y'all, and we just went ahead and jumped on here, that will actually go in my planner, because that's a part of my fitness goals. Y'all will have a fitness video tomorrow. I went back and forth between, was I gonna pre-record or come live, and I figured, let me just come live with y'all, and I'll actually record tomorrow. I already have some footage that y'all will be able to see. So if you are into fitness or you want to get into fitness, tomorrow's video will be on fitness. I am going to show you how I use my journal and my planner cohesively for fitness. So if that's something that you're interested in and you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would highly suggest subscribing. If you like this video tonight, it's 22 of y'all on here. Let me go ahead and get up to 22 possible likes if you haven't liked already. When you like it, it tells YouTube this girl is about something. I think you should recommend her videos. And you will not only see my videos, but you'll be helping me get watch hours and ads placed. Yeah, so I went grocery shopping today, Lauren, and I had like all these high hopes, but I did so much. And sometimes I have to learn how to just, girl, sit down. I'm like, girl, you have done, I did quite a bit today. And so that delicious nap I had today, it was amazing, y'all. I woke up all discombobulated. I thought it was Tuesday. It was only 7 o'clock. That's how good that nap was. And so when I get off of here, y'all know facial, my skincare regimen is on my goals for this year. So I'm going to do my skincare. And then I'm going to go read my book for an hour. Might drink me some green tea because it helps aid in weight loss. Freebie tip, okay? And then on Wednesday, I'm going to incorporate, I don't know if I'm going to do a low social media. It's going to be a no social media. My cousin bought me I'm Not Judging You by Lovey. And I haven't read that book. I know it's been out for a while. I hadn't read that book, so that's what I'm reading. Oh yeah, y'all, like I have always loved naps. Like I was even in college, the friend that was gonna take a nap. I didn't care if they was in the plaza and something was going on. Like I gotta get my nap in. I'll see y'all in a little bit. But I'm gonna take this good old nap. I schedule naps. But today I just was on the go, so I didn't get my normal in the middle of the day nap. So, because I also like working at night when it comes to like my social media content stuff and even just administrative type stuff for the salon. I like doing that at night. So y'all saw how basic the page was, and if you just keep going and you're not really overthinking things, your page just comes to life. And y'all, you do not have to have neat handwriting to journal. Let me repeat that. You do not have to have neat handwriting to journal. A lot of y'all use that as an excuse. I don't journal because my handwriting ain't neat. Who cares? Ain't nobody looking at it. Nobody but you. Unless you just choose to post it on... Thank you. Unless you just choose to post it on social media. And I don't encourage that, okay? I do it because this is part of my money making, okay? It really does get better the more you write, and if you slow down. Like if you intentionally want your handwriting to get better and that's one of your goals, see that keyword, goals? You set the goal. The goal is I want to improve my handwriting. The task is to find videos or worksheets that help me with my handwriting. The deadline is I want to see my handwriting improve over a year. You do a handwriting check. You do like a handwriting exercise once a month. Keep it inside of your journal. You can create a page within your journal where you're just like, this is my handwriting page. Once a month, you do a handwriting page. That handwriting page can be affirmations. You bring everything together, either your affirmations, your brain dumps, and you're very intentional about writing neat. Every month, go back and check, and you should see a difference in your handwriting. For those that always say, oh, I want my handwriting to get better, that was your freebie. Now, what I would do after this, y'all, I would put this motivational thing in here. If you wanted to continue on tonight and you're like, but I actually want to write a journal entry, I would suggest that you write something about your actual day and do a descriptive writing. If you scroll back on this page and you find, this will be somewhere around July, if you find my descriptive journal writing video, you'll understand what a descriptive writing what a descriptive writing entry sounds like. It's super descriptive, like down to what my emotions were, what the temperature was, what you may have had on. So you can kind of do that just to kind of get in the mood. Once you do that, if you don't pick up your journal another day this week, you have at least created 3 pages. You would have done your Hello January, you would have done your motivational weekly layout, and then you would have done your Monday. And then if you say I want to write one more time, write on Sunday, and that'll be your weekly recap. And your journal will fill up before you know it. If you need that repeated, you're going to have to do the replay. But I basically gave you a formula to fill your journal up without feeling like you have to write every single day. All right, so that's my page. So let's kind of flip to, yep, can't flip that. I can flip from, hold on, let me paper clip. Of course the paper clip won't be here because you want it to be here. Yep, nope. Sure you won't. No worries, I'm kind of good at flipping. Let's see. Okay, so those two are together. Everything else, I think I can briefly flip through. I sure can. Yeah. Okay. So let's look with the flip. So this is my journal. This is my quarterly journal. It has like this, what is that, velvet type feel on it. This is from Staples. I think it was like $7.99 or $8.99. I just like the feel of it. You flip it open. Again, y'all see my action words. You see it several different times. This has a little quote, a sticker from Happy Planet Books. I'm on the quest to use all the things. Sticker doll from Gold Mine and Coco. You can go on my link in Instagram if you've never shopped with her. Shop with her, you get a discount your first time. Boom, great. Find some cute sticker dolls and other items on there. Action is my word, and what I put 2020, action is required. So action is required for me to see the things that I want. Then we went on to my word of the year. Action is my word of the year. I defined and wrote a little small little journal entry. See that little small little thing right there? Boom, journal entry. Who said a journal entry has to be a whole Dear Diary page? No one but you. So it doesn't. Then we went and did our brain dump. We have the 3 FUs. Family and friends is 1. Finances. If you don't know what the 3 FUs are, there's a video for that. Fitness. I added self-care. I just brain dumped a couple of ideas of things that I wanted. And work was another section. I then created 20 things during 2020. This is where my letter to myself goes. I just need to paste it in there. There's a blank page for me to do whatever. I don't even remember what I was going to put right there. This is my self-care page. I kind of like seeing self-care page. I will have a fitness page in here, which I will see tomorrow on tomorrow's video. These are the things that I want to do for self-care in the first quarter. All of this is specifically for quarter 1, January, February, March. So by the end of March, I want everything on here checked off. And then let's see. Hold on. Let me peek. Okay, and then that was the breakdown of the self-care details. And then that's where you can't see the next page. This is my Hello January page. So all of that was kind of like some pre-work in the front of my journal. This right here, we are now into the month of January. So hello, the photo will go right here. January, if I choose to add some extra stuff, I will, probably won't. Then we go over to our Motivational Monday. Every Monday, I like to put a page inside of my journal to keep me motivated. Action is my word. I need to see this word every single week to make sure that I'm doing so. I created a tip in page just to add a little embellishment, something cute. Is it required? Absolutely not. Behind that page, we have the week that we're currently in. I add some little embellishments on top of the highlight of the week. Motivation, I'll go in with my motivational quote. I'll do a note to myself. Then we flip over, and then today will be Monday's journal entry, okay? So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Outside of this, prior to that, we talked about how I utilize my journal and my planner cohesively. You can roll that beautiful bean footage, go back to the beginning later at your own time, because I'm not going back over that. All right, so that's that. I'm going to clean up all of this little mess right here. The other half will not get done until tomorrow because I'm not going to flex like I'm going to do it. Going to go read my book, drink some tea, wash my face, and y'all have an amazing day. If Monday did not go well for you, make sure that you change your mindset, your thoughts, work on what you want to see tomorrow, not on what you did not like about today. And I will chat with y'all tomorrow. Make sure you like this video. Follow this channel because you've been on here this long, which means you like it and you're learning something from it. All right. So y'all have a good night.